We are ready. All right, Mike, we're ready. All right, match number 1, round 2 is Canyon Network. Let's go. Back to you, Ben and Mike.
I gotta say, I got a little excited, kind of hoping that somebody would ban Canyon.
Polar Highlands was hanging out there for a minute, but we've only seen Polar Highlands once in the semifinals, and unfortunately, it was the match that we couldn't cast because it was occurring at the same time as another semifinal match.
Absolutely. So there's still hope. The night is still young. We might see it in play, but there's a reason people avoid that map, and I wouldn't want to go against DMP on Polar Highlands. I don't know about you.
I'll be honest, I wouldn't want to go against either of these teams on any map. But Polar Highlands, it doesn't get a lot of love, so we got to pull for it. We got to hope that we see it. I don't think we're going to see it, but you never know. It could happen.
Yeah, definitely. So back to Canyon Network, obviously a map that we all know very well, and there's a reason for that. It is a fantastic map, very dynamic, and just going back, I love going back and watching replays and stuff, and just seeing the movement of the mechs on the map.
Yeah.
Especially at Canyon, because you see the sway and you see the push and pull, and you can almost see like elastic lines attached to the two teams as they pull against each other and push against each other. You win a firing lane, you don't just let them walk away. You move up and you take the next.
Yeah.
You get aggressive and you push them up, and then they push you back, and there's a lot of push and pull. And it's intriguing to watch, and there's only so much I can catch and talk about, obviously, but I really love going back and watching those again, and I'm sure I'll be watching this cast again just to try and see every individual player's movement like that.
And that, like I said, this is the matchup full of intrigue right now because both these teams play the same way. They play Canyon the same way. They spread out, and you essentially try and envelope the other team around the edges of the map. We're just going to have to watch and find out what happens.
All right, let's take it in. Drop 1 in round 2. Eon Synergy versus defending world champions Imperial. Here we go. Canyon Network.
Just like old times.
So, does Eon have what it takes? Did they...
I have to say, if I were Eon Synergy right now, I'd be feeling pretty confident. They looked very, very good. They were crisp. It seemed like they were landing their shots. It wasn't a matter of, we won, but, we weren't making our shots. We weren't in the right position. We got lucky. They looked good. If you're Imperial, we haven't seen them yet, but we kind of know what to expect from these guys, so should be pretty good.
Absolutely. All right, we're just waiting for these mechs to get powered up, and then we'll be on our way. A lot of cover on this map, lots of little rocks and stuff to hide behind, really good sight lines. These guys have played this map so many times that they know every single nook and cranny.
What are these mechs?
All right, I am over on the Imperial side. We've got ourselves a Dragon 5N.
Oh my goodness, we have yet to see that.
Ultra AC2s, 3 of them. Celithic, a Huntsman, Radek, and the Hunchback 2CA. Initial shots going out from Radek. ER larges on that one. 6 ER meads, 2 ER larges. So he's got a little bit of poke, but if somebody gets up in his face, he definitely has options. Radek knocked down to 93%. Looks like Eon's putting some good pressure on him and forces him down low. We'll have to see where they decide to move. We've got that Aurora in that Mistlinks again, moving up and capping Kappa. Da Red ghosting in that Wolfhound, just kind of seeing if they come around the corner, getting the scouting information, but some loose trading so far. Not a lot of damage going back and forth. We're seeing EMP taking quite a bit of scratch, though.
Yeah, a little bit of an engagement, a supernova for Eon Synergy on Bucket Hill with, I believe that's Twinkie Overlord and a Marauder 2C in the junkyard. Kind of the really long distance ER large laser trading line there.
Yeah, Twinkie Overlord did 6 ER large lasers in that Marauder 2C, putting those shots out. Nice airstrike right across Bowser, down to 92%. So we've got a heavy movement over Kappa there. Multiple mechs. They've secured the cap point. They've got 2-1 on the caps, but they've got enough mechs here that they could potentially fight if it came down to it.
I'm taking a look right now at Proton's cockpit. I just got to see what he's going to do with this triple UAC 2 Dragon here. It's such an unusual build for this. We've yet to see it in the semifinals. Some really interesting play by him, actually. He's keeping that left side, which is no weapons on it, exposed for the majority rather than
nice
peeking around the
airstrike
corner.
across Proton, taking him to 85%. He has been peaking, he has been putting damage out, but he's taking damage in return. I don't know if that's sustainable, though. Another great airstrike right across Proton, knocking him to 74%.
And he's got to get out of town because his back armor is opened up there.
Yeah, he's got a lot of hurt internals right now, so it's some pretty good trading so far from Eon Synergy. We'll have to see.
And this is a pretty aggressive move we're seeing right here.
So these guys are kind of fighting in a very unconventional location across Kappa here, and it looks like EMP is going to make a move. They are on their way in. Aurora in with the machine gun, going in on Colonel O'Neill. And it looks like they might have gotten a leg on him, but they're kind of staying passive. They backed up again. They're hitting Hubert with the machine guns now down to 76, but Eon Synergy maintaining its firing lane. Proton coming in on the back, hitting Hubert hard with those UAC 2s, and it looks like they're going to try and take him down to 49%. Nova in there with the mislinks, and they take him down. Hubert is down. Hardock now in the Wolfhound getting it chased down by Nova, but they're starting to split their damage now.
And the mislinks is cord. He is legged in the middle, and they do get him down.
So one dead on both locations. Nova continuing to wail on Hardock with those machine guns. Seleth takes down Da Red.
But Seleth himself is really hurt. They need to be able to get the shot on him. If they get both mislinks down, this could be huge.
Colonel O'Neill just desperately trying to get around the corner. Those machine guns continuing to wail on him. He can fire them all day long. 42% if he can get around.
He's just got to get that kill. He's got a leg open on Nova. He needs to take him down.
Zelaglock in the summoner does go down. He was the last remaining mech on that Kappa side, but Colonel O'Neill doesn't look like he's going to be able to make it out of this. Heimdallite takes down Hardock, and there's only, if Colonel dies here pretty quick, but he's got reinforcements coming in from Legolas in that night gear. Looks like he's got 2 Gauss, 2 ER large lasers, jumps in and is able to give Colonel O'Neill a little bit of a reprieve. But here comes a strike, and Heimdallite coming up behind in the summoner to finish him off, and now Legolas
These
is
guys are really
surrounded,
hurt, but
and he
Legolas
gets taken
goes
out.
Down.
2 mechs remain, the Warhawk and the Supernova. Chico in the Warhawk is on his way out of the region. It looks like they may be running into Bowser in the Warhawk. They got him in a 2v1 scenario. If they can take him down, that's big, but now there's another one on the outside. Twinkie Overlord coming to back up Bowser. Bowser able to take out Lizzie. Chico, the last mech remaining. And he is going to try and take out Bowser. Nice airstrike, tap in the back end of ex-Chico. He goes self-destruct on the and an 8-1 decision in favor of Imperial after a relatively solid start by Eon, too.
Yeah, and honestly, that was really, really close for a while there. They had both lights legged, actually. Seleth was open CT. He had 1 torso missing. Nova and the mislinks was open with 1 leg. The other leg was bright red. They had a couple other mechs, I believe, for EMP that were really hurt, but at the end, when they were being aggressive, EMP was able to take the heat off of their other mechs, right, and get the focus fire away from them, pull those injured mechs back. But I think really the big thing to me, Nova stayed alive. He twisted his leg away from Colonel O'Neill. Colonel O'Neill was trying to get away at first, was getting opened up by those machine guns, and finally turned around and tried to kill him and couldn't. Just because Nova had his leg twisted away, he was trying to use the terrain, and by the time he was able to get a couple good shots on, he went down. Lizzie came to help, but it was too late at that point.
Absolutely. Bottom line, Eon Synergy coming out very strong. Great trades. EMP, though, realizing it's not going well.
Yeah.
They had to make a move. They set up on that corner, and they went aggressive, and they did it in spectacular fashion, using those mislinks to just great.
Yeah.
It's just a whale of fire. I mean, that is so demoralizing when that's just pelting you like that, and you know that at any moment your mech could just explode.
Yeah, it's definitely tough.
But we are going to go back to Darren to get the next map. Let's send it back to him for the map banning phase.